You feeling good, huh? Good girl. Hey, Cold, how you doing? Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, I'm glad that I got a copy of it. Is that a crazy call or what? Lady sounds nuts. Trafficking. I thought they didn't watch TV and read the newspaper. And this white Jeep, I don't know what she's talking about. That dispatcher didn't do me any favors either. Suggestion they ban me from there, and then kind of hesitates when she asked if they checked my record. I'm not on the sex offender website. What the fuck? I go in there every time I'm there. It's crazy, man. It just goes to show you, how you can get caught up in bullshit even when you haven't done anything wrong. Nuts. That's what I say. Screw that place. I mean, that lady sounds like a total kook. She puts the girls in the back room while I'm in there ordering a sandwich. And I've never taken a photo inside of there. Not once. I mean, there's nothing to photo. And like I told people, It's not like I got some private stash of photos someplace. Any photos I ever take, it's either I delete them because there's something wrong with them, or I put them in upload them. There's all of them. And any kid she's talking about, you've seen the videos. These people are nuts. It's just absolutely crazy out there, man. Crazy world. I think it is. Hard to believe. Yeah, I know. And this white Jeep thing, I don't get that. Yeah, I think it is too. I think it is too. Yeah, believe me, man, if they offered me free food for the rest of my life, I'd never go in there. That lady's an absolute lunatic. And she's related to the guy that I interviewed that I later recorded about 3 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure that's his sister or sister-in-law. No wonder he didn't call me back. Yeah, honest Dave, no kidding. No, not really, Paul. No, I just thought I'd get on here for a few minutes. Just goes to show you. The state police, there's a ton of stuff they've been a year late on sending me to, which is a total violation. I just haven't followed up on it yet. I'm gonna though. Hey, Bush Beer, how you doing? How's it going? You partying? Nice day today. Went down there to Carrollton, looked around a little bit. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? You know, I have this shit happen to me all the time here, cool. I got these damn stalkers. I don't know if you ever looked at that video I put up about the state police, that bullshit ticket I got with Daisy. That's another thing initiated by these stalkers calling the police and then believing it. Look up that, go in the search box and look up Michigan State Police. Did you see that? You talk about a bullshit report. First of all, I should have never got pulled over to begin with. Hey, Christine. Then I found out that state trooper was texting while he was driving and has a criminal record in Ohio. Once I outed them on that, they do these bullshit investigations on me. They put in an official report I've been investigated for mail fraud. Not true. That there's a petition to take me off YouTube, which is true, by a lunatic that craps on plates while she's high for 99 cents a minute on a porn site that had her children taken away permanently, and that I made threats about a state trooper, false, by another kook that's a convicted drug dealer, that's a known stalker that lives on Prince Edward Island. That's what's in the report. This is who their sources are to come up with these. No vetting at all of anybody that calls in with one of these stories. How you doing, Christine? Yeah, thank you, Grandma. They're absolutely nuts. Yeah, I'm not on the sex offenders website. I hate to disappoint you. Shit, that cop hesitated too. Did you hear when she asked him if they have I been checked out? Nobody ever mentioned that I've been a private detective for 40 years. I've never been in any trouble, never violated, nothing. I've been licensed for 40 years. Anybody bring that up? No. Anybody bring up about any of the good things that I've done? Never. How about all the other videos that I did that were similar? It had nothing to do with young girls and children. These people are crazy. Hey, Dina, how you doing? Yeah, you were right about that, Christine. Yeah. Yeah, but it's one thing having a kook call the police on somebody. It's another thing having the police put this in the official report like there's some credibility. Even when the state police listened to all that crap, they couldn't get themselves to admit there was no threat. They said, I stopped short of a threat. Yeah, that's not making one. They're crazy. And here's the thing, and I put this in that upload that I just did. They've got private notes in LEAN, the Law Enforcement Information Network. So every time I get pulled over now, they're going to look at these deals through this kind of bullshit. And if you think I'm getting any breaks, I'm not. And I guarantee you that when that cop hesitated, he said there was nothing obvious. Yeah, I have no criminal record at all. What I probably do have is a slew of calls from these lunatics that he was reading when they ran a criminal case history on me. And he hesitated and said, nothing obvious. Yeah, just a bunch of calls from lunatics and convicts trying to ruin my YouTube channel. Nuts. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I think so too. Let's take for an example, I was going to apply for a job and they got a hold of those police reports. Do you think if there were 10 guys applying for the same job and 9 of them didn't have police reports like that, even though they're false, why would you hire me? Yeah, that's what I think it is. Well, it's one thing getting slandered, libeled. It's another thing having paid law enforcement agencies believe in this bullshit. Whatever happened to vetting complainants? Maybe not at the second it happened, like out there with this kook of an Amish lunatic. You don't have time, but you can do it later, and you can address that in a report. Never happens. Yeah. You would think that 40 years and never having one reprimand, anything as a private detective would mean something to these idiots. Then they never even reference it. Oh, I'm sure it's on my record. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Christine. Yeah. Yeah, right. That's exactly it. I should have never been pulled over. I got 2 calls from people that told me that state cop that had already told people, if you ever saw me, I was going to get a ticket for something. Now, are those bullshit troublemakers too? I don't know. But I can tell you this. I don't know of one state trooper that's ever written a ticket for that. Never. And if you listen to the audio, it's not against the law to have a dog on your lap. Now, if you want to write me a careless driving or a reckless driving because I'm weaving all over and my dog's affecting my driving, I'm fine with that. But that's not what was happening. That was at 60 miles an hour on cruise control in the right lane heading out to Willow Park. He went out of his way to pull me over as he was texting. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Yeah, I think it's a load of crap. I do. Yeah, I mean, it's, used to, the Michigan State Police used to be like held in like higher regard than you get from some township cop out in the middle of nowhere. But if you scroll back, look at that Michigan State Police thing I uploaded, and you'll realize how nuts these people are capable of being. These are full-time professional investigators coming up with reports just like this. It's super embarrassing. It's so nuts, man. Yeah, I really think it is. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I am going to do something about it, but it doesn't like bother me like you think it would. I'm used to it. They had me swatted in a restaurant. Cops pulled me over in Detroit for nothing. You know, uh, so this is nothing new, really. I would, well, once again, though, I buy into the same thing. You have an expectation of what professional police departments would be like. I thought these Amish were all like, God fearing, honest, get to the bottom line, no screwing around. Well, you could see this lady working in that place is an absolute lunatic, crazy. Yeah, it would get you fired. It would get you fired. That's true. Yeah, where else could you do that? What if you did that at a Walmart or something? You called the police on me over the same circumstances. You know how quick you'd be canned? Yeah, she could be. I wouldn't doubt it. Now I think she's definitely responsible for calling the state police and saying that I was making threats against a trooper. She's the one that got the ball rolling. The swatting, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yeah, I usually don't have a problem. I didn't have any problems with cops until like, starting about 5 years ago. I had a problem with one down in Cleveland. I was dropping a handicapped 79-year-old woman off to go into a Whole Foods. It was raining like a son of a bitch. And this asshole came up and was super rude while I was letting her off in front of the store. I uploaded that video too. I don't, I upload the good and the bad. You're never going to catch me not uploading something that makes me look bad or like I got a bad temper or I'm an asshole sometimes. I'll upload that one too. I sure will. Oh, they have Christine. Oh, okay. What's that, Joe? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yep, he did. No, not all cops. There's a lot of good cops up here. I think the state cops up here are great. I'll give you another example. Now, this guy was a good guy, right? So about a year and a half ago, the state trooper pulls me over. I haven't been pulled over 5 times in my whole life till starting about 5 years ago, and I have these incidents happen. So he pulls me over, state cop up here, right in front of my house, and he says, I'm pulling you over. It's like, it's hard to tell. He said, you got a burnout headlight. I said, oh, okay, all right. So am I going to get a ticket? He said, no, you're just going to have to get it fixed. It's like, yeah, I'll get it fixed. I didn't even know it was burnout. He said, can I ask you something? It's like, oh, here we go. I said, sure, go ahead. He said, are you the guy that films like cops when they're pulling over people, accidents and stuff like that? Yeah, that's me. Sure do, yeah. He said, oh, okay. And he said, what's the deal with that? I said, I'll tell you what the deal is with it. It's with the same thing that police shows that are on network TV and cable and Netflix. People are interested in law enforcement, and you never know if something was going to happen. A guy was going to do something with a cop. It's on public property. It's not like I drive around following cop cars. If I happen to see an accident or somebody's pulling somebody over and I don't interfere and I can pull in a grocery store and record it, I do it. It's like, why? I mean, what is your problem with this? And he said, well, there's not really a problem with it. It's just, not a lot of people do. I said, they just told you they make TV shows out of this. Police work is interesting. If somebody pulled out a shotgun and started blowing you away and I got it on video, wouldn't that be helpful? I mean, are you worried about me getting you on tape doing something wrong, or happy that I may get someone trying to harm you on tape that you could use to prosecute? I mean, I don't really get this. I mean, don't get offended, but some of you guys, this isn't the first time that's been brought up to me. I'm not out there to try and get you in trouble. If I saw you out there fucking up, I'm not going to upload the video. This is just kind of a curiosity deal, simple traffic stop. I mean, as long as we're being honest here and having a candid conversation, what is your problem with it? He said, I don't really have a problem with it. I just thought I would ask you. It's like, okay, well, there's no malice there. I mean, I'm not trying to cause problems for anybody. I record everything. Birds, planes, Amish, ducks, underwater. I mean, it isn't like I'm seeking out cops to make them look bad. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, he was a good guy and everything. Hey, Blue Jeans, how you doing? That could be too, Paul. Yeah, political views, that's a possibility. Yeah, he was a good guy. Yeah, right. I thought he was. Hey, Lana, how you doing? How you feeling? Like I said, I never had any problems till that Cleveland deal, this Michigan State Trooper deal, and this guy. This wasn't really bad. The guy that pulled me over was a good guy, but that dispatcher, I got a little problem with. Bringing up do you want to trespass him? She didn't call to say make sure he never comes in here again. He brought it up. That's the first thing. And then when she said, I hope have you checked him out? Does he have a record? And he hesitates. And he says nothing obvious. What are you hesitating for? And that's what I think. I think it's those notes in lean that he read when he went to see if I had a criminal record. Like, this guy's a big jerk. He videotapes cops. He wasn't charged, but was investigated for threatening a state trooper. This is all bullshit. A little, not a lot on it. It wasn't Cleveland. It's that little bullshit town next to Cleveland. That real dinky town, little town. If you gave me the name of it, I'd tell you. Yeah, a little bit of one. I just uploaded the audio on it, Zach, about an hour ago. You're a smart guy. Listen to it and tell me what you think. Cops can pull you over. There's places in Florida, I never had it happen, but pull you over for 2 miles an hour over. Speeding tickets are a revenue generator now. If you come up north here, be careful around mile marker 212. That made them about $560,000 2 years ago. I don't know what last year's figures were. And that keeps these broke counties from only having one cop on the road at night. That's the way they're hanging in there, is writing shit tons of speeding tickets. It never used to be that way. They're revenue makers. I was looking at, I rarely buy this local paper we have, and they got a criminal section here where, oh yeah, I record them all. Which traffic stop? Which one? Which one you talking about? You mean the one where I got stopped? No, they don't. They do not make more than teachers. Not around here. They don't. No way. The head of our whole damn sheriff's department, the top dog, made 55 grand last year. I didn't do it because honestly, I see this cop behind me and I just pulled out of there and I thought this guy can't be pulling me over. And then I drove a little while longer and his lights are on. It's like, he is pulling me over. So I didn't have my recording on. I was like so shocked and I knew that I didn't do anything wrong. I did not record it. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. He was a nice guy. He was very professional. They even mentioned in that police report that I was polite. Yeah, I was polite, man. It's like, why am I getting pulled over? No, you're right, Lana. Yeah. It's just like in Detroit. I mean, when you see a police officer around, you're supposed to feel safe, not afraid. Oh, you're a teacher. No, they don't. You look up Detroit salaries of teachers and look up Detroit police officer salaries. Absolutely not. Well, advanced degrees don't necessarily mean you're going to make more money. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. A lot of places you don't. You look at the salaries in Detroit for cops and teachers. The teachers up here make more than the cops, for sure. They got a strong union, that's why. Yeah, working extra jobs. Yeah, when I was I never had bad relationships with cops, to tell you the truth. West Michigan makes 15 grand more than what? What town are you talking about? Where? Becky's good. I just heard from Gary tonight, the perfume guy. Detroit, Ann Arbor, Warren, Livonia, all those places. Yeah, it used to work that way, Just look at 30 years ago, they paid for your college tuition, even undergrad. It's still nice to have if you're dedicated to your profession and you learn something that makes you a better teacher. It's up to you. But if you look at like education in general now, you'd have to have rocks in your head to go to a place like I did, Eastern Michigan University, come out of there with $125,000 worth of student loans, and then get a master's degree on top of it to teach. Just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't really give a shit that much, Frisky. No, it doesn't really bother me. It bothers me a little, not a lot. Yeah, that's right, because they can still arrest people. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I'll bring in one. Yeah, it's good turkey. It's good if you like that stuff. Yeah, Detroit. Look at Ann Arbor, Livonia, places like that. Hey, she likes TSC. Did you move yet or not? Yeah, I'm drinking a dragon's milk right now. I only have one left. Well, what happened on the college tuition is like when I went to college, it was no big deal. We all had new cars, worked part-time jobs. And back then, the federal government subsidized colleges. And the state kicked in a lot more money. Well, that's over now. So colleges are forced to keep their doors open by charging high tuition. Even if you go to a Mickey Mouse school, they don't have that free money coming in when the economy is thriving. So, now it's even for a basket weaving degree, you can drop 100 and a quarter. You know how it is, you're young, you're at college, you're fucking around, you're having a good time. You don't really realize what it's like to pay back 125 grand. You figure you're going to do this, enjoy your 4 years, live life, the college experience, get out, and then worry about paying it back then. Yeah, that becomes a reality when you can't get a job. And then you get hired at Starbucks, and your student loans are so much, you got to live with your parents till you're 50 and hope they will something to you, or you'll never own a home. Oh, that's cool, Anna. Yeah. I mean, I got a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, which is a joke. I swear I hardly ever went to class, never took a student loan. Yeah, now if you talk to Alan Park, they really got fleeced on that movie deal, though, that movie production company. Alan Park will tell you that's why it's still nice here, because we pull everybody over. And you gotta give a little bit of credence to that when you look at Lincoln Park, which used to be just as nice. So Alan Park's doing something right. It's also a good argument why taxes are high taxes keep areas nicer, and Allen Park proves that as well. Oh, hey Brad, how you doing? How you guys getting along now without Palace? What'd they do with that spot? Not too much, she likes to. No, not really. Is that nice there? Yeah, like a house mortgage with no house. No, you and everybody else your age. It is, Paul. Yeah, it's true. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you look a little fat. Yeah, nobody likes how they look in the photos. Believe me, a lot of times you'll see when I'm fooling around with my phone, and it's hard to see if this damn thing has started or not. And I catch a picture of my face, and I always think, Jesus Christ, I look like 100 years old. I feel the same way. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. What's the Bible Belt over there? Grand Rapids is a nice area. Petoskey. I don't really. Oh, you couldn't get me to live there. Traverse City, no thanks. I like the East Side better. More blue collar. Uh, see more 1980 pickup trucks on the road. Yeah, I knew they took it out, but there's nothing there, huh? They didn't rebuild anything there. No, I'll tell you. Yeah, no, I believe it. Air cooled. Yep. I'll tell you another thing. An expired plate's a misdemeanor. It's a criminal charge. You think, it's no big deal. I'm not going to jail. No, you're not. But I'll tell you where else you're not going. You're not going to Canada. They don't want anybody over there with a misdemeanor. There's plenty of guys that get drunk driving tickets. You can't go hunting and fishing over there because they got a criminal record. Oh, there you go. Coward Strikes Back. Oh, it did. She likes THC. So aren't you moving to Reno in September? Oh, Mark of the Beast. Well, there you go. There's an argument for that. Oh, okay, Christine. Yeah, that's cool. I'll tell you, Christine, that place you work, when that lady came in there, and then the other gray-haired lady, it you couldn't go to Hollywood and set up a more realistic scene. I could have just started recording there and build it as a trailer to a movie, and nobody would doubt it. Just kind of that crusty old attitude of that lady that never got married that was a mail carrier, and that lady sitting next to her talking about going to the casino. It's perfect in there. Yeah, proud. Yeah, they're tough over there. You know, and Canada's really ruled with an iron fist on COVID. I mean, it's been over a year, and you can't still go over there for unnecessary travel. You know. Yeah, I think Canada's good, unless you're a Native American, Indian. I like Manistee. I do. I wouldn't want to live there, but I like it. I got an old girlfriend that lives there. Yeah. Did that ticket stick, Air Cool? Did you actually pay it? Or did you try and get a deal? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's political too. Are you going to grad school or undergrad there at THC? Okay. You've been drinking again, Christine. Yeah, a lot of it's melted though, big time. Hey, ill-minded. Good. How you doing? Yeah, it's bullshit. It really is. It's just like, you probably know this, but law enforcement information system network is law enforcement information network. That's what cops run. It's a national deal, but it's the states, county, city, they all have access to it. So they run that on you when you get pulled over. And in Michigan now, it went all the way up to the Supreme Court. You can run plates on people without probable cause. And they do that here. There's a day or so a month where they put a cop car out here and all they do is run plates because now your insurance information is canned in with your registration. So you would think that, well, they know if I have insurance or not when they run my plate. They do. But you know what? They can still give you a ticket for not having proof insurance with you, even though they know you have it. That kind of crap. Like I said, it's a revenue generator now. Yeah, I remember going to, not Tracy Stars, it was, what was that famous strip bar in Windsor? I can't think of the name of it now. Everybody, it was like a huge, big deal. No, she likes tea. No, I believe that. Welcome to the new economy. No, yeah, hey, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Yep. What are you trying to go to grad school for? Brad was timed out, and I think she did that accidentally. All he asked for Manistee got timed out for 300 seconds. Yeah, got timed out. She hit the button accidentally. Yeah, Danny's, that's what it was. Hey, Lana, I think you timed out Brad accidentally. He didn't say anything wrong. Cheetahs, yeah, that was over there too, yeah. Now, it wasn't Danny's, it was another one. Another one. Oh, the war on drugs is a joke. Go to Oregon. You won't have to, you'd never get hired in Oregon because everything's legal there now. In Ann Arbor, it was Ann Arbor, somewhere in Michigan. They were running around writing tickets for people leaving cars running, warming up in the morning before they went to work. The war on drugs, see, I don't really totally agree with that because that's an old Nancy Reagan slogan. It's kind of a joke. It's not literal. There's never really been a war on drugs. It's a damn joke. So how can you end one when there isn't one? No, he said, do I like Manistee, the town? He said, if I liked Manistee, if I liked it, the city. Yeah, she thought he was saying something mean against me, and he was asking if I liked the city. Yeah, but if you look at those Scandinavian, the Netherlands, and those places, that hasn't been the smooth sailing they thought it was going to be, decriminalizing all drugs. You're thinking that it just takes the criminal element out of it. Yeah, but a whole host of other problems occur. It isn't the panacea they thought it was. Yeah, that Just Say No, that was like that stupid CARE program. I mean, the federal government can't manage themselves. Oh, Allen Park, yeah. It seems like you could really get the, you think they'd be afraid to do that? Pharmaceuticals are regulated. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. They don't do it in Detroit because if you leave your car out there, it's going to be stolen. It'll be gone before a cop comes by and writes you a ticket. Hey, my channel. Yeah, I agree. Hey, not only that, but did you hear the cop hesitate when he said, when she asked if they checked me out? He said nothing obvious. And then he asked her if she wants to ban me from that place. They're asking me, did I take photos of these girls without clothes on? It's like, give me a break, man. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd agree with that either, THC. There's a certain genetic component to substance abusers, whether it's alcohol or heroin. And the abstinence thing, believe me, if you had 10 kids, are you going to go around and preach to them the virtues of drug use? I mean, this is great. This is your opinion, okay? I get it. But if you give me 1,000 people and 1,000 don't do drugs and 1,000 do, I'll take 1,000 that don't as neighbors. You know, go on YouTube and look at TED Talks and find how many of them are active drug users. Look at neurosurgeons, successful attorneys, MBAs. You think Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are getting fucked up every night when they get off work? I mean, this notion that there's no cost for drug use, it's up to you what you want to use, but just marijuana, in my observations, a bunch of lazy fuckers that are 50 years old that still live with their parents and have no idea of finishing anything. I don't get that white Jeep thing, Mimi. I don't know what they're talking about. He said nothing obvious. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of strange. Like I said, I think it's the note in the law enforcement information system. You know, they're in there talking shit about me based on these stalkers calling in. And even though I've never been charged, I don't really care because there's no evidence of any of this stuff. None, zero. Listen to the audio and the video I uploaded, Sharon. Give me an example, Proud Babylon. Give me an example. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a responsible parent and not wanting your kids to be getting fucked up on drugs in high school. Not a thing. Zero. I mean, nothing. Alcohol either. Cigarette smoking either. I mean, it's just nuts, man. What is this? Just a big Jerry Garcia parade where everybody just gets fucked up and life miraculously works out for them because they do a lot of drugs? It's nuts. Fucking crazy. I mean, you're insinuating that the drugs enhance a person's life and it makes them successful, responsible adults, and that's just absolutely false. If you want to get, high on a weekend or go to a concert, that's up to you. But this notion that you just get this green light for taking all these drugs that you don't know what you're getting because they're not regulated is nonsense. Yeah, it could. Most people it didn't, Sharon. Most people it didn't. The data is there on heroin use. Everybody knows what it does to you. And everybody knows how most people end up. It's factual. There's no secrets about the damage of heroin use. Yeah, everybody, that's the new economy. Sadara, that's the new economy. Don't be embarrassed about living with your parents. That's the way of the future. At least you got someplace to go. It's the next generation, their children that's got the big problem. Yeah, people do lie, right? Yeah, the white Jeep, I don't know who that is. I mean, I can't even comment on that because I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I mean, really, it's like this is all. Good night, Eric. It is crazy. I agree, but it's not necessarily the heroin use. It's what makes people feel comfortable to try it. You can pick up any book anywhere. You can talk to any doctor anywhere, and they're going to tell you what addiction to heroin is going to do for your career, ruin it. So why would somebody try it? Because of some kind of psychological issue that you have a genetic predisposition. No, totally true. This is a proven medical fact with drinking and a developing brain. That's exactly right, Frisky. I don't even know if weed's good. I look at heavy weed smokers, and it's good in the sense that they're not out robbing banks, but they're not doing anything. That's the problem. They're sitting around with a big ring in their nose and purple hair and storming the Capitol and not doing a fucking thing with regard to being a self-functioning adult that you'd be happy was your neighbor. Good night, Christine. Good seeing you today. Well, it depends how you look at it. You wouldn't if you expected to see your gas grow home when you got home. The junkie's breaking into your house. The guy that killed someone isn't. I don't know. I don't know, Mimi. I really don't know about that white Jeep. Yeah, no. I mean, this is like proven facts. She should. I agree, Chip My Channel. I agree. But she had already bought into this notion that in her twisted mind, she thought that I was like a trafficker, stalking people in broad daylight for the last who knows how long. So in her crazy mind, she thought she was doing a good thing. That's up to you, Coward Strikes Back. It's up to you. Yeah, I don't know about that either. I mean, I got mixed feelings on harm reduction. Help in what regard? I mean, all I see is that they hand out clean needles until they overdose or get murdered. How is that helping? That they die a premature death and don't have hepatitis? I mean, to me, it's this band-aid uh, philosophy. It doesn't really do any legitimate good as a whole. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Ken, what was that famous strip bar over there? Jason's. That's what it was, Jason's. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Positive in what way, Prob? What's total BS, Sharon? What is? What is total bullshit? Oh, lepers. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, Jason's. I couldn't think of the name of it earlier. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'd like to know the name of that program because I've talked to people in Switzerland, Sweden, and I was surprised that they didn't feel that it was working. The argument before was that it takes the criminal element out. So if you're giving away drugs, there's no reason for them to rob you and break into your house, which from a philosophical standpoint seems logical. But if you talk to citizens over there, they're not particularly thrilled with the way things are going. You've got a large group of non-functioning people that don't do shit. Yeah, they're not breaking into places and robbing, but they're also not productive members of society. Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me about it, Sharon. Yeah, you're right. Uh, uh, well, not in the true sense of the word, cat. I don't think they're addicted. That's a pretty specific definition. Yeah, but that just doesn't. That's like it's the same argument where the death penalty should be invoked because it costs too much to house people. It's just so far away from a logical argument that the money, people are always saying these crack and heroin users, and they give me the sixth grade math about how much money they have and what they could do with it. It's an apples and oranges. It's one doesn't have anything to do with the other. Nobody sells their body and has a great life. It's a consequence of heroin use. No, it's not. It's complex. It is. THC is right about that. It's complex. It is. It's not like one size fits all. Oh, Rod Stewart, boy, he's sure hanging around, is he? They are. Carl Hart is a fucking lunatic. Total nut job. He's an absolute moron. Don't tell me you agree with his philosophy. He's a fucking nut job. They ought to fire his stupid ass out of there. He did pick the perfect career though. I think he's teaching at Columbia. They put up with all that crazy shit. Here he is fucked up on heroin 10% of the time. That's possible, Cappy. Yeah. Yeah, Carl Hart is an absolute moron. I would love to look at his GMAT scores, and I'd like to read his thesis because I think he's a fucking dumbass, and I think he got every break in the world, and here he ends up being a college professor, which is just insane. He's a total wacko. His philosophy on drugs and living in the hood is just out there nuts. If you talk to anybody in academia, they think he's a crazy bastard. but everybody's afraid to say anything because he's black, and I don't think he's tenured. I mean, I'm sure after this latest rant and outburst, they'd like to find a way to get rid of him. He's one of the worst examples of a college professor that ever lived. Yeah, he brags about it. Look it up. Google it, Sharon. Professor Carl Hart is a fucking lunatic. I'm still working on it. Dems. I don't think we all have some kind of addiction. I don't believe that. There's plenty of people that don't. Yeah, he's open about it because he's a fucking lunatic. Where else than some liberal academic position could you talk about this bullshit and not get canned the same day? Imagine this moron is actually teaching kids that are paying up the ass to go there to listen to this garbage. I mean, he ought to be in a fucking insane asylum. Teaching kids. What a joke. Yeah, look it up. He's crazy. Nice looking black guy. He's a real charmer. You know, he bullshitted his way to the top because he's fucking stupid. Yeah, Google his name. He's out there now because, you know, making this. That'd be like saying, my dopamine is low. I really, on Saturdays and Sundays, I like to rob party stores. You know, it's something the antidepressants couldn't do, and still keeping your job because of it. He's nuts, Greg. He's a kook. Go listen to him. He's on YouTube. This guy is an absolute wacko nut job. I mean, this guy makes Bernie Sanders look normal. Oh, they can't fire him. No way. Yeah, the only thing he's lacking is that he's a guy. If he was a female, shit, he could shoot heroin during the middle of a lecture and they couldn't do shit. They could, but they wouldn't. Yeah, Carl Hart is an absolute lunatic. Do you know about him, Mimi? No, they're not, Proud. Proud, you're making a couple comments and you're really, I'm on the verge of blocking you by some of your comments. The turds, and now you're making comments about colleges or insane asylums. It's just starting to get a little out there. Both things were one was super juvenile and one is just absolutely insane. He is good looking. He's a good looking guy. He is. And a real charmer. Yeah, he picked the perfect job. Big time. And he's been talking this shit forever. I'm really a little bit surprised. I bet he's not tenured. And he's teaching at a top-notch academic institution. What's the cost to go there? $100,000 with room and board and tuition? Can you imagine sending your kid and listening to this fucking lunatic? I would be so goddamn pissed. Yeah, he does. He's crazy. It's a nut job. It's not the truth, Babylon. It's immature and there's no foundation for it. It's not the truth. It's nuts to say that about colleges. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm sure they're hearing all sorts of stuff about it now. But he was nuts before he ever admitted this. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Yeah, Can you send me something, Thims? My email is Tom Reed, TOMREED, 1956 at gmail.com. No, they're not. Colleges are not insane asylum. And the making turds thing is just like something somebody'd say in the 8th grade. No, recreational. No, recreational. He said it helps him like mellow out at the end of a hard day. Frisky, go watch some of his lectures. Just Google him because you'll get this latest information where he started talking about this insanity. I mean, this guy is like not far from being in a rubber room. No, I don't. Yeah, no, I get it, Greg. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know about that book yet. Yeah, anytime I see him, I just skip through it. He's nuts. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Good night, Amy. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Yeah. No, I knew I shouldn't even admit this to you, but I emailed back and forth with him about 10 years ago. And it was based on a lecture I saw of him, and I just couldn't believe this was true. So I emailed him, and we emailed back and forth for about a month. And after like the 10th email, I realized I'm just not even believing that this nut job is really a professor. I don't think he was at Columbia, it was someplace else. And if you'd have blindfolded me and said, read these emails, take the blindfold off, where do you think? I would have thought they would have been coming from a psychiatric hospital someplace. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, thank you, Meg. Thank you. Amen. Yeah, listen to Carl Hart. Google his name when you're done here. Yeah, drawing's definitely a talent. All that stuff is drawing, painting, singing, stalking Amish. Yeah, I'm not. He turned me off so bad that I wasn't interested in anything he did or where he came from. Well, see, I want kind of I don't want to say complicated. I mean, it'd be impossible for a guy like me, but I want to have an intensely graphic, animated type T-shirt. A really good one. The cost isn't an issue. I want to like be proud to give somebody one of these. I don't want like a picture of my van on the front of it, ironed on, that comes off a month later in the washer. Oh, I don't. I believe that card strikes back. Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand this attitude, and I mean, you can do whatever you want to your body, but I just don't understand some of these people, especially this guy. Oh, have you card strikes back? Oh, have you really? I tried getting a hold of these animators like over the last year. They are always too busy. They're not doing things. I don't know what the deal is with these guys, but most of them they're not like normal business people. Yeah. Shit, he's in a liberal college. That's how. That's got to be like $1,600 a credit hour or some shit there. Look him up. Look him up on YouTube, man. It's gonna blow your mind. I mean, I put him right up there with a monkey playing the piano. Playing like Mozart or something. Not that he looks like a monkey or anything like that. Just these crazy videos or a squirrel dismantling a bird feeder. Just, it's so off the charts nuts that you don't believe it's true. Like a animal doing tricks, a cat doing something crazy. He's right up there with like, I don't believe that I'm hearing this. Oh, good, Claudia. How you been? Oh, really, Meg? That's interesting. Yeah, I saw that baby monkey. She'll end up getting rid of that monkey. I know a lot of people that have had them. It's cute now when it's little, but once it puts about a 13-inch scar on her cheek when it bites her because she didn't give it part of her banana, those happy bathing baby videos will be over. Monkeys get mean as they age. At least it's not the size of a chimp or it'll tear her face off or rip her arm off and beat her with it. No kitten card strike. Now, how'd that go? Is it interesting? Oh, how'd he seem? How'd this Ron Miller seem? Where can you have a conference now where you can like talk to people? Are they allowing that someplace? Yeah, monkey, chimpanzee. That chimp that ate that lady, that tore that lady's face off, they had given it a Xanax to calm it down. Oh, big time, man. Every single person, what's her name? Simca, she had a monkey. Every single person I ever know that had a monkey got rid of it. At the beginning, there's nothing like them. But as they age and tear your ear off, the fun goes away. They always saying how smart these monkeys are. They're taking the tops of jars off and picking out the biggest peanut and all this stuff. And not a goddamn one of them has ever been able to learn to go to the bathroom in a toilet or a box like a cat. As far as I'm concerned, anything that you can teach to go to the bathroom in the box is 1,000 times smarter than a monkey. It can't swing on the branches and stuff, but you don't have to have a diaper on it its whole life. These things are so damn intelligent. Why can't they go to the bathroom someplace? Even a dog wants to go outside. Yeah, fire monkey. Yep. Oh, they jack off nonstop. I didn't know that. They're dirty. Yeah, good for you, Meg. Good for you. Meg, what was the turning point on that? Can you give me that in a nutshell? What got you to switch? Yeah, they do, crowd. They do. But these damn monkeys, all of them, man. The damn chimps running around with a diaper. Hey, Delia, how you doing? I mean, that's not a sign of intelligence. You'd think if you gave them their favorite banana, they'd figure out that you go bathroom in that white thing over there with water in it. Not happening. They can ride bikes and tightrope and juggle, but stupid ass things can't go to the bathroom in one place. Gee, no way. I wouldn't do that to Daisy. Daisy would hate a monkey, it would drive her crazy. Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. Where was that held, hey Joe? Oh, Chino. Okay. Cancun, you get murdered down there now. Yeah, it's strange. Oh, he did, huh? Yeah, I don't really. Human behavior, you never know what the hell's out there and what makes people do what they do. They don't know. How are they going to verbalize it to you? You got one guy that turns out to be a neurosurgeon and another guy that kills his whole family and spends the rest of his life in prison because they ate one of his TV dinners. I don't get it. Oh, that's interesting, huh? Yeah, they are alike, but like I said, they can't go to the bathroom. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I would say agnostic. I would say that I don't know. I mean, anybody that can't prove it, I think the people that can't disprove it either, which would technically be agnostic. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'm certainly not capable of the answer. I think Christianity in particular is a lifestyle and a belief system, and I'm just not all in on it. I mean, maybe I'll pay a consequence for it, maybe I won't. I'm sure if it's real, hell's looking forward to me. I can even understand the afterlife as a Christian with salvation, but the here and now. I mean, if you took religion and you tried it in the court, it would not be successful. And their comeback on that is, well, it's faith based, which I would agree. If it was proven and all laid out, there'd be no reason to believe. But I don't buy it. Yeah, I don't really know. I just say that I don't live a Christian lifestyle, in a lot of ways. Oh, that's cool. Color Strikes Back. Huh. Yeah, I'm stumped on that one. I don't really know. But when I see, I mean, I don't think that, even if you're a Christian, that means you got some paths to escape terminal disease and all sorts of things that come along with everyday living, but I just don't get it, you know? I think when we die, it's just like the raccoon getting squashed flat in the expressway. That's all it is. In order for organs to consciousness to occur, you have to have working organs. You have to have respiration. You have to have a heart. And when you're flatlined for good, nothing's going anywhere. It's like a dream. It's not tangible. You can't take all your dreams and capture them and put them in a jar. And that's how life is. And when you don't have the supporting infrastructure like organs, nothing's going anywhere. It's over. It's a part of death is a part of the life cycle. I don't believe in the soul thing. I don't think nobody can really tell you what that is. You die. There's nothing. Your brain waves are gone. There's nothing going anywhere. It's like ceases to exist. Yeah, I just don't get it. I think we do know this. When you look at Muslims and Jews and Christians, somebody's wrong. Maybe it's all three. Yeah, well, you can disagree. It's just an opinion because there's no factual basis for it. I mean, these people talk about seeing their pets and stuff in heaven are just delusional. Yeah. Yeah, give me an example, Proud. Give me an example. I just, I don't see it. I don't get it. I mean, believe me, I wish I did believe in it because I think that'd be very comforting to, uh, think you're going to a better place. And, you've kind of got a moral compass to toe the line before that time comes. And whether I believe it or whether I don't, I mean, I would love to have good Christian neighbors on both sides of me. Yeah, I know, Greg. I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. It's just like uh, yeah, a brainwashing. And I'm not even saying that believers there's anything wrong with them. It's just something that you believe in or you don't. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. You talk to like a real dumbass with a low IQ, and they say, "Well, I believe in God. He's in my heart." And it's like, "Well, what else? What else do you believe?" That's all it takes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't buy the soul thing. I don't know how you could be. I mean, there's no proof of it at all. Nobody ever got back with anybody. They've isolated a gene like they have with diabetes and everything else for people that believe. It's a behavior trait, a personality trait. Yeah, I think it is comforting. I do. I think it's comforting. But I mean, yeah, if it's an individual choice. What I mean? Yeah, I don't even think that matters, cowards. Yeah, that's how I think, Meg. Yeah, it seems like it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but when you looked at people that have like contemplated suicide or survived suicide, psychiatrists will talk about that death is nothing. And if you look at studies of psychiatrists, uh, there's a larger amount than not that are atheists. Not that they're privy to any more information than anybody else is, but I think it's interesting for behavioral experts to feel that way. Yeah, that's true, Joe. We are going to find out. Yeah, it's true. You probably will. You probably will. She likes THC. You probably will. I mean, but you never know. Is it just? It's just more questions than answers. I don't get it. Hey, THC, did you say you did take the GMAT or the GRE? I don't think dogs are psychic. There's no proof of that. No, they don't. No. You ever read The Skeptic, Greg? Do you ever read that? Believe me, I wish I did believe it. I think I'd be a lot happier. Yeah, they say more people have been killed over religion than anything. That's what I think, Greg. No, take one of those prep classes. Stanley Kaplan, Princeton Review. I'll tell you another thing. Are you familiar with Khan, Khan? Are you familiar with that? Khan Academy? Do you know about that? It's a magazine. It's a magazine. No, it's not. No. Oh, Khan Academy. It's all free. You can take the whole GRE test on there. All sorts of study aids. Khan Academy. Go look it up right now. Khan. No, it's totally free. MCAT's on there. LSAT's on there. All free. It's the way to go. I know two people that went to Ivy League schools that were homeschooled, and that's all they did was Khan Academy. No, you'll love it. Go look at it now. Khan Academy. Well, I don't believe that, Meg. Yeah, go look at it now. You're going to love it. You get the whole thing free. Go at your own pace. All sorts of ways to like cut the time. Reading the instructions is a big one. You'll be able to take 50 practice tests for free between now and then. It's better than Princeton Review or Stanley Kaplan. No, go look at it. You will love it. Just go right to it, right to the GRE. You can all do it free. Sign up. What does it look like, Doug? It's a chat. Oh, you feel intelligent design? Yeah, there's it. Uses comma student. No, it's fantastic. Yeah, Amy's working tonight, but she should have been off by now. Yeah. Khan Academy. I think you'd like it. I never heard of that. How do you smell what time of day it is? I think they recognize through maybe deck angle. I don't think dogs comprehend time. Not like people do. Yeah, it is great test prep advice. Yeah. Yeah, Frisky, look at it yourself. You'd love it. Seriously. There's a lot to learn on there. They make learning fun, kind of like, what do they call that thing? Even the Unabomber mentioned it in his manifesto. Sylvan Learning Centers. Sylvan Learning Centers. Yeah, I believe that. Your best students use it. Yep. Excellent. You know, that guy started that just benevolent, just trying to help society. Super interesting. You would like it, Frisky. You learn so much on there. I've taken some of those MIT and Harvard free classes. They're a bunch of bullshit. It's all dumbed down. No, yeah, but if it was good odds, you couldn't afford the tickets, Bucci. It's shit luck. It's a game of chance. It's like getting struck by lightning, the opposite. Of course you haven't won. Most people don't. But you got to play a ticket to win. Oh, big time. No, it can be. You can get there just using Khan solely. It doesn't need to be supplemental. Oh, sports gambling, you like that? Yeah, I taught adult literary classes about 30 years ago in Florida. Once you get past like that, you know, five, six, seven, it's like learning a musical instrument. It's tough to learn how to read. Oh, you will like it, Frisky. Go look at it right now, Khan Academy. I know you'll like it when you'll see it. Khan. Yeah, check that out. You're going to really like it, THC. I know you're going to be. You back off that dope and get on Khan more. I think they're free classes. It's a bunch of stupid shit, though. Yeah, go on there. They got free classes. I didn't really like it. I thought it was stupid. You can get them. You can take them all over Harvard, Princeton, Yale. Colleges have what are called audit classes, AUDIT. You can go free. The only catch is you can even go to class and ask questions, but you don't get credit hours. And I got like a odd metal hang up about that. I just don't think I could put up with all that shit. I like learning, but when it came to the point, like if I had a term paper to turn in and I wasn't getting credit hours, I'd say fuck it. It's not a big enough carrot for me. Oh, she interviewed Freeway Rick. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I know. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I really like it. Yeah. Oh, Freeway Rick. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you really like it. Frisky, I think you really like it. It's free too. Oh yeah, that's a good point on that. Yeah, I don't think, it works in isolated incidents, but I mean, face it, you are teaching kids things, but you're also a babysitter. It's morphed into that. The average parents aren't capable of being diligent enough to get a young kid that isn't supervised to. You got to be around, and most parents are working. It's 1:33 a.m. here. Yep. Con Pixar in a box. What is that? Con Pixar. Now make sure you're looking at Khan Academy. Khan Academy. Yeah. I don't know about that Pixar in a box thing. Joe, you should look at it too. I think you'd like it. Good night, THC. Watch more Con, less marijuana smoking. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Oh, they did. I didn't know about that. I know they keep expanding it. LSAT, MCAT, the VCAT, I think now, veterinarian school. Oh, you don't, Joe? What? Why? Why? I'm curious. Movie making. Did you take it, Kat, or just kind of breeze through there a little bit? Oh, God. Oh, wow. Hey, Jersey girl. Good. Oh, moving, you poor thing. That sucks. Did you get stuck with any of that bad weather during the move? Oh, drinking instead? Okay. No, Becky has no plans at all on getting clean. No. Never talked about it, never wanted to. Says so in all her interviews. Oh, okay, Ken. I didn't know about that one. I'll check that one out. Check it out. See what they're talking about. Khan Academy. The Indian guy, Asian. Yeah, I was thinking of Becky today. Part of the reason was Gary emailed me. I'll tell you, man, you think of that lifestyle and your whole life is controlled by heroin and crack. You're just getting treated like shit. Every day's a hustle. God. And you would think, why would somebody not want to get out of that life? Well, she explains it pretty well. It's still a pain in the ass, Jersey girl. Yeah, it'll be better. You got windows in now, right? That helps. Good night, Ed Joe. What's that going? Becky. Becky. Yeah, Becky does. Oh, good for you. Yeah, good. That'll be better for you. Yeah, another day. Yeah. Oh, good, Ken. Do you talk to her much? Sharon, you gonna get two beds over there tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got a tough life. Oh, okay. Are you doing a live tomorrow, Sharon? Oh, okay. I had a turkey dinner. Then I cooked a lamb burger when I got home. Nothing great. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not big turkey. I just was kind of sick of everything else I've been getting lately. I'm not that great on it. Yeah, they say they get addicted to the lifestyle. I think that's a way of moving the conversation along. How could you get addicted to sleeping with slobs, living in an unlit, no toilet, no running water, burned out home, and worried about being arrested all the time or overdosing on fentanyl? How does anybody get addicted to that? Yeah. I think that's just a way of politely telling people that quit asking me about this. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it could be, Meg. Yeah, you might be right about that. I did, yeah. There's food out, yeah. No, I didn't put any music on, and I wasn't. I was just gonna get out for a few minutes. I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Actually, you guys have a good night tonight. Party all night. I'll put the music on tomorrow. Good night, Joe. Congratulations on your cutting down. Yeah, good night, Jersey. Try and come on tomorrow night. I'll be on tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna go over to Traverse City tomorrow. Party all night. Oh, you do, Sharon? Okay. Good night, Kat. Yep, same to you. You party on, Sharon. Party all night long. Good night, Jersey girl. Hey, Sharon, tell that Rich that that Lyle's is right on the other side of Telegraph, same side of the street. Lyle's, good place to eat, reasonable. You know what I'm talking about? Yep, thank you. Same to you. Okay. Lyle's, yeah, good place to eat. Yep. No, it's not Lyle's. What the hell's the name of that place? Maybe it's not. Lyle's is the ham place. It's just on the other side of Telegraph, on the same side of the street. You'll see it right when you go down there. Great food. No, what was it? Coward Strikes Back. Where at? Yeah, it's good. Leon's. It's Leon's. Leons. Yeah. Leon's. Yeah. All right, Greg. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, see you, problem. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh. See you, Frisky. Yeah, Leon's. Yep. It's good. Good night, Sharon. Spill the tea. Spill that tea.